I saw your story yesterday on Instagram. You're like, either you share someone or you're single. What did you mean by that?
Honestly, I was just posting whatever came up. But I mean, in this sort of, like, in this whole dating thing right now, a
Yeah.
lot of the time you're just talking to one guy, but you're not like the only one that's talking to him. He's got options most of the time.
Yes.
But honestly, I feel at this point you're sharing someone because, again, how they talk to you and how everything reflects everything about like what they think of you and everything. So I
Mm.
feel like it's obvious when you're being shared and when you're not. In a way, in
Mm.
a way.
No, I agree with you. I think, I'll be honest, I think if you find a guy desirable and you know he is single, you should just assume that he is talking to other girls as well.
I would do that as well.
Because most guys don't have any options. Like, most guys struggle hard.
One of my friends have told me that that's true. Like most
Yeah.
of the time, they do like the most too.
Yeah, 100%. Because, no, I ask this all the time. Out of 50 guys who maybe will try and come up and say hi to you and approach you and ask you out on a date, how many of them do you look at and you go, oh yeah, I like the look and vibe of you enough that I'd go on a date with you? Out of 50.
I don't know. Probably I'm gonna say one or two right now.
Like one or two?
I
Yeah.
would say
No,
one
no,
or
that's
two.
fair. Yeah. Most women are like that. Out of 50 random guys who maybe will try and approach her, slide into her DMs or something, maybe 1 to 3 to 4 to 5 she'll actually say yes to. But the issue is the same guys you say yes to are the same guys she says yes to, she says yes to, she says yes to. So it is very likely that if a guy that you're talking to, that you're interested in, that you find desirable,
I'm
and
not
he
the
is
only one.
single, you're not the only one. Now, I get it. You're like, oh, but as a woman, if you're a young, attractive woman, I have options too. And I'm not talking to every guy. In fact, I get guys trying it with me all the time. But the difference is it's very difficult for a man to be desirable. It's very difficult for a man to be in a position where he has options. And so if he is in that position, he's going to indulge in them. Does that make sense?
Mm.
And as long as no one lies, do you know what I mean? You shouldn't lie and stuff. But that's why if you start dating a guy after a few months and you know you want a relationship, it's important to have that conversation.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? What's one thing that you've never understood about men?
I wouldn't say I know with him, but
Is there something that guys have done? You'd be like, why do most guys do this? Like, what the hell is this about?
I can't think of anything right now.
Nah? All right,
But
cool.
on a normal day, I probably could. But I actually have a question.
Go for it.
What is it with guys thinking nowadays that we want their money? In all honesty, I don't get that one because the way I've been raised
Mm-hmm.
and in my culture, I've seen a lot of compromise and just people like my parents as well. They were together for a very long time,
Yes.
but they obviously not together anymore. And my mum compromised the whole time. I've seen it. So I don't know what it is with
Compromise
guys,
on money, you mean? Or
like just with the relationship as well, but
yeah.
like obviously sometimes money as well. So like what is it with guys thinking that we want their money?
True.
Because I don't.
I think that a lot of women online express that they want a lifestyle, and the lifestyle costs money. So if a girl's like, hey, if a guy's trying to talk to a girl, she's like, look, I'm only going to talk to you if you're going to take me to A, B, or C, which is all cost expensive. He's like, well, clearly for me to have a chance with you, I need money. Or if like, we see her like in hip hop, like, he got her a Birkin bag. Yeah, that costs money. Or if a girl's being flown out to somewhere to meet this Arabian prince because he's wealthy, right? Or if a guy has a nice car because he has money. If he has his own place because he has money. Like, a lot of things that men see online that women express that they want in a man in regards to what he can do for her are based in things that require monetary value. So, because the thing is, like, some guys, if they want to take a girl out, they'll be like, hey, let's go for a coffee date. And she'll be like, coffee? Now, you're taking me to a nice place for dinner. It's like the only difference between a coffee and dinner is the amount you're spending.
Yeah.
Because surely you should be meeting that person because you want to see if you connect with them, if you vibe with them, you want to get to know them. And that doesn't matter whether you're having a coffee, food, We're just having ice cream. But then if men are seeing women are expressing a standard that requires him to make a level of financial investment, then yeah, guys are gonna be like, well, clearly, like, if you're gonna date, you're gonna need to have some money. And I'll be honest, there'll be some guys that they're not even open to a relationship because they feel they're not in a good financial position. I'll probably say I'd be the same, to be honest. Like, especially if he's looking for something serious, because I think every guy wants to be the guy who's just got it for his girl. Every guy wants to be like, yeah, like, we're going to go out and I'm going to sort that. Or, you know, babe, we're going to go on holiday next month or something. So if he's not in a position where he can be the kind of man, the kind of partner in the relationship that he would like to be, then maybe he will not be open to a relationship. Because especially if it's like, because the thing is, most guys will have sex with anything, but they won't commit to anything. As in, like, it takes a lot for a guy to commit to one girl, right? If he has options. And so if this is a girl that he would like to have a relationship with and establish that with, that means he values her a lot, right? And so he doesn't want to mess up being the incapable boyfriend with this one girl, because he's like, well, if I mess it up with this girl, like, I'm going to lose the person that I want. So it's like, I'd rather go level up, then come back and be like, hey, this is the man that I can be in a relationship. And it's not all about money, but this is how guys think a lot of the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because, like, literally one of my friends was telling me, like, this girl, he was talking to her for a very long time, but they kept going on dates, but they were, like, fancy places, and he would have to pay every time. And I feel like at one point, you know, you're kind of being, like, someone's actually trying to use you, innit?
As in she was using him?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 100%. So it was just like, when he was telling me, I was like, what do you mean, like, that's mad?
Yeah.
How can you spend over so much, like, just on dates?
Yeah.
And then she didn't actually, like, bring anything else to the table apart from just going on dates. Like, there was nothing else. So yeah, that was definitely, like, so it just made me think, like, there are people that use guys for money.
Yeah.
But I just never understood, like, why they would, because I personally wouldn't do it.
Well, like you said earlier, for attention.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you get taken to these nice places, you feel good as a woman because the guy's taking you out, you're in these other circles. You could meet another guy in those
while
circles
you're on that date
at that level. Do you know what I mean? That happens. So I'm using him as a ticket into these circles where I can find the guy I really want. Do you know what I mean? And this is why I say coffee dates are really good, not just for women, but for guys too. For women, because it's like, you're not going to be drinking, so you won't do anything that you won't regret. He's not going to be drinking, so you get to see whether you like each other. For a guy, it's like, it's a good test to see if she's one of those girls who's just looking for a free meal. Because if she is, she's going to say no. But if she's actually interested in getting to know you, it won't matter to her. That's what I think. What do you think?
I agree. I think, yeah, a coffee date is not to, you know, it's like, cool. Like you said, you're not drinking. Yeah. No one's drinking. It's just like, you can also see if you vibe in it.
Yeah, 100%.
And then if she says no, like, it's like, okay, cool. Like,
I don't see it as like a date. It's just introducing yourself.
Like, just a normal conversation, yeah.
Yeah. And then you go, oh, actually, yeah, I do want to actually invest in going on a date with this person or take this person on a date. Do you know what I mean? Let me ask you something else. What is the hardest thing about dating guys today?
I think it's that there's, like, unserious people out there, because you could be talking to someone, maybe you're getting to know them, and then they could just randomly drop at one point, like, you know, maybe you're talking to them and they just drop like, oh yeah, I'm not, like, looking for a relationship. Like, a lot of the guys just don't want a relationship, and it's just, like, very hard to find someone who's serious.
Yeah. What age range are you like looking at?
I mean, maybe around my age, and like maybe 24, 25 at the most. I don't know. I don't really. I haven't went older, but yeah.
Yeah. Have you been in a relationship before?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long were you guys together for?
I think like 2 years.
That's really significant, especially. I think
it's 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Most guys would take something serious. It's just not the guys that you're choosing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've come to realize that as well, because I've spent a lot of time by myself, and it's just like, you can see after you have some time to yourself, you think, and it's just like, okay, cool, this person wasn't really interested anyway. When you have that moment to yourself, you know. So I feel like, yeah, maybe I've been told I have bad judgment. So
Oh, really?
I've actually been told that, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I think that's true.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.